you already know what time it is. It's time for more The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine. I have a little bit I want to say because I'm clearly not in the same place I was at the end of the last episode. So I did play a little bit off screen, mostly because I was testing some performance and troubleshooting stuff for the crashing issue that I was having and stuff like that. And I wanted to do that. I didn't have any problem in the entire session that I was doing that. So I think it might have been a recent Windows update, because that Windows update, I might have mentioned it before, but that joint has been messing up my entire computer, bro. It's been terrible. I've tweeted about it and stuff like that. It seems like everybody's having some kind of issue. So yeah, that's just all I can really say about it. I did do some contracts and stuff like that just to, you know, cut them down a little bit and give myself something to do while I was testing things, because it seemed to mostly just happen during cutscenes. So I wanted to just go in some scenes. Also, I did do something you guys have been asking about. I realized that we did get the new mechanic for Blood and Wine so far, which was this, but I did go ahead and also get the mechanic that was added in Hearts of Stone that I didn't realize, the rune right as well. I didn't do anything with it yet. I could have made some rune right stuff, but I didn't. But just know that I did go and activate it. Also, I don't know why I wasn't able to get the caretaker sword before. You can go back and watch the video. I was using the Witcher senses. It was not showing up even when I went right over him. I have no idea why. I even tried off screen. I still couldn't pick it up. But when I saved the game next to the weapon that I saw on the ground, then reloaded, opened the game again while standing next to it, then it let me pick it up. So I don't know if it was just a bug or what, but I did pick it up. So I do have the caretaker spade, which I know you kind of can't see, but you can see that I have it here. So that's cool. Not going to use it because Iris is better. Some people were also asking me to start using the actual mechanic of the Iris, you know, with its weapon charge and stuff like that. That's cool. I will use it more. I just wasn't really thinking about it. You also told me that if we go back to the Von Everett estate and go back to where we found Iris, then we can find a unique ornate robe, which is cool. I did also want to bring up about the rune right again. I do think it's really cool that you can kind of make new slots on weapons. It seems like the most you can make is 3 on something, but it's cool that weapons that I didn't, or armor that I didn't think would be viable and stuff like that, because it only had 1 slot or 2 slots or no slots. That's cool that I can literally just go and add slots. Like unless there's a tech to it, I believe it work for anything. So I can take the caretaker spade and add some runes to it. So I think that's pretty cool. That gives you a reason to want to use basically anything. So that's pretty cool, being able to level up your weapons and stuff like that. That's neat. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, hit the like button for your boy and leave a comment for the algorithm. You have no idea how much that really helps me out. And of course, if you'd like to be notified for more Witcher 3, all you have to do is subscribe. It's free and you can always change your mind later. And if you would like to see these episodes early, I'm talking before anyone else, right when I freaking finish recording it, unedited, uncensored, all that kind of stuff, then your best bet is to check out the Patreon link in the description box below. It's not much, but with enough support, I can do this full time. And there's nothing I'd like to do more. Despite it all, there's nothing I'd like to do more. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. All right, now that all that's aired out, let's freaking get back to work, shall we? Witcher's work is never done. As long as monsters still exist. Okay, yeah, he's still there. So I assume he's someone I have to beat. Dude, I freaking love the music of this so far. Whoa, he kind of... Oh, feeling a little cold, homie, aren't you? Dude, I hate it when it wiggles still after death. Huh? Okay, so I'm gonna... What did I just see? I thought I saw... Oh yeah, there is something coming from underground. I assume that's inside the crypt. Brave Robin, Geralt. Okay. Something's over there. Wolves? Not within the sphere that I need. That's blue though. Hold up. What is that? Why is it blue? It's a panther. He's not about it? Are you about it? Yeah, you're about it. Ow. What's up, buddy? That hurt, don't it? That hurt, don't it? Nope. Okay, back to work. There we go. Okay, find a way inside the crypt. This, bro, tell me, I thought it was gonna be something like actually like wild, but it's literally just a hole in the ground. I won't die if I do this right. Oh crap, more spot. Dang, I couldn't even do anything. Whoa. I couldn't even. Dang, dude, he hit me multiple times before I can even react. Oh. What? Dude, why is moving weird? Feels almost like I couldn't control my character. Okay, wonderful. There we go. Ah. Oh. Okay. I think we need a white honey. And again, you guys told me that I can actually just hit the button. I can actually just hit it. I don't have to actually like equip it. I don't actually have to equip it. I can just. Wonderful. Was I really just using that much potion? I guess I was.
More eggs. Need to incinerate these to ash. That's some stench.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine how bad that actually smells. We might need a cat potion. Hello? See, if I were to go... Wrong one. Okay, that leads that way. Grave robbing. Why?
Someone placed an illusion here.
Ooh, been a while since we did this. Oh.
Interesting.
Got some puffball. Oh, there's a sword there. A knight's oath. Here rests Sir Ramon of Gishon. By grave you will not find the likeness of the man who once lived. I gave my heart, soul, and body to the knightly craft, and I wish to be remembered as a knight. The symbol of chivalry is a naked sword, and that symbol rests above me. The sword that defended my honor, my friends, and my heart. The sword that was closer to me than a brother. The sword that was never stained by the blood of an innocent man. Let it rest on this stone through the ages. Well, I'm sorry about that, buddy, but as mine. Ooh, a sword that's actually better than my Witcher sword. My Witcher gear. Whew. It's actually not. I mean, it's better. Wait. Why did I say it was better? It was higher level. That's it. Well, what the freak am I talking about? What the freak am I talking about? The Quinsign intensity is great. Crit chance is good, but armor piercing is also good, but everything else is not as good. But it will make a good backup in the situation that I ever need one, which I won't. Wait, I kind of want to see what, oh, okay, yeah, I can't preview like that. I forgot. Hey, yo, how do y'all feel about the yellow? No? The yellow feels kind of fire, you know? Can we get red, bro, please? Okay, this is what it looks like now. And then That's not bad. I want red. Can we get red dye somewhere? I would love to get red. Red is my favorite color, for those that don't know. I'm not sure it's because it's actually my favorite color, or it's because, like, it was the color of fire Pokemon when I was a kid, and I always picked fire Pokemon. And I've just been keeping up the facade all these years. I am a big fan of green these days, though.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliche can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply.
Oh yeah, you guys had said that from what I understand, this wasn't a character in the games. This was a character from a book, the books, who was actually pretty beloved too. So that's cool. And like, it's like the book. I thought the games might be a separate continuity from the books, but I guess some events from the book still happen. So I guess it might have happened in between games, something, I don't know. But that's from what I understand. Let me know if I'm wrong, though.
Especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megoscope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
He reacted strangely to that. Ew. Stinks. What was that reaction?
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
Well, we knew it was his hand because he said it was. The ring, what's its provenance?
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I, in turn, gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
What do you want to use the hand for?
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Corvo theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Corvinarius never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests.
Really?
It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work?
Dangerous.
We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Corvinarius gave a rather poetic name.
I keep
Resonance.
thinking
Once
Corvinarius.
imbibed, it sends one into...
Corvinarius keeps making me think of, you know, I'm not going to say it on YouTube because they flagged the video for that. But I'm sure most of us who lived through 2020 have a good idea of what I'm thinking.
trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
Can't you just summon Dettloff?
Can't you just summon Dettloff? You're both hired vampires. There's got to be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Dettloff. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
All right, brew the decoction.
Covenarius spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
Unfortunately.
In addition to Dettloff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted wight saliva would also serve, but they were culled to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
Who are you gonna summon? Another vampire? We getting the whole gang together? That shouldn't be happening, right? He already has a new one, so what's controlling the old one? I do love the setting here.
What's that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend.
None
It will
taken.
take them some time, nonetheless. So, perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
No drink for me, need a nap instead. Let's drink.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
I don't want to talk. See, shows him I don't want to talk. This is set up, trying to get me to confess something.
So, think you've set a nice little trap for me? Sorry. Want to get me to confess? Gonna have to try harder.
I love a challenge. In that case, my ears are cocked. What must I do?
How about you get the ball rolling? Reveal one of your secrets. Vampires, intriguing creatures, must lead fascinating lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
No, let's talk later. Maybe there's something you want to ask me, something specific. What's it like being dead?
Gotta ask you the big question. One everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well-founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Dettloff, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
Dang.
Can't have been alive then. Sheesh, experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Weren't you a
Depends on your
human
point of
originally,
view.
though?
Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
Where have you been? What have you been doing?
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, but first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand nor move on my own. Detlef bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here, and I'd have regenerated far slower. Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, for my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cyrilla?
This is the first time I'm bringing this up.
Then, yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back, defeated the wild hunt together.
Ooh. Seems I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True enough. But it's a conversation we'll have another time. Need to know more about you now.
How are you handling abstinence, not drinking blood?
Got a new life, a new body. That give you a new start, blank slate?
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Not to worry, Geralt. Curiosity is a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've always valued that trait in you.
I like this guy. He's chill, you know? He's just chill, you know? Two old dudes just vibing, bro. What's regeneration like?
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Detlef recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
A difficult and laborious process, but one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
For a bit, but Triss helped me get it back. Actually, pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard. We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire's help. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to fight one another.
That's pretty crazy. Imagine if humanity had a similar thing to where because of these other beings, humans stick together, there would be no wars or battles between, humanity. That'd be kind of crazy. We would be living a very different life if that was the case. Maybe there's something you want to ask me, something specific.
All right, give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a witcher?
This is one of those scenarios where I feel like it really depends on how much you know Geralt. Again, at the end of the day, in the games, there is no canon Geralt in the sense of parts of his personality. because the player has the choice of dialogue, you can, in a way, change who Geralt actually is. You know, there are still things where I would say, this decision, this option does not seem like Geralt to me. You know, he would not take money for freaking finding Ciri, bro. That's just me. But this is one where I feel like it requires a little bit deeper understanding of the character. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Geralt would necessarily want to be a Witcher. That's just how it worked out, and it's what he's best at, and it's just what he does. So that's just what he does, you know. That's all there is to it, you know. But I feel like if he had the option to be born as something else, even if it's just like a regular person, I feel like he would take that. You know, I mean, I think he does enjoy the free life and stuff, living on his own terms, but you don't necessarily have to be a Witcher to do that.
That's what interests you most? Whether I'd like to be a Witcher again?
Many things interest me, but we've not much time left. Please answer.
Never chose to be a Witcher. Fate chose for me. Had it been my choice, I'd have picked a different profession. A profession where I wouldn't have to risk my life every minute of every day. Maybe even one that had earned me some respect.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment.
Seems like we chose a good option there, though. Because, I mean, again, he didn't choose to be a Witcher, you know? That's just how it ended up working out. He's had to go through a lot because he was a Witcher now, so. Dude does not mind napping in a cemetery. That was a big bird, by the way.
Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Appreciate the compliment.
Appreciate the compliment. Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted wight. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted wight before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted wights. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the wight survived entirely unmolested.
What's this about a curse?
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or, perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something.
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt, I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the wight's saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Know anything else about this wight?
Wights rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted wight after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate, it's covered in spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me
Weird.
the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted wight is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Time to visit this wight.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that wight. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the wight will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the wight to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
What a guy. Okay. Spotted wights. I know somebody's also like, oh, you can just use white honey to get rid of your stuff. I know. I know. I just like resting because it also refills things that I might also not be full on. So it's just quick and easy. There was something over there. I didn't see what it was. 8 a.m. Looking like a cloudy day. Dude, when freaking like flies fly past your ear, bro, it is crazy, man. Oh, I can read the bestiary. Well, okay, that's like its own thing. Okay. White, it's not an elementa. Okay, specter. No. Relics. No, I don't think it's here. Already checked that. Check that. Ogrids. Don't know. Necrophage. I think it's here. White's here. Ugh. They say the dead like quiet. I don't know about the dead, but the whites certainly do. Though whites are ghastly and threatening in appearance, one should not approach them with sword drawn or attack them unprovoked. Left alone, they present no serious danger to anyone and are far more interested in mixing noxious brews in cauldrons than in fighting. This species mainly lives around an ancient burial site, though they have also been spotted near more recently founded cemeteries and wherever mass graves can be found. Whites spend the winter months in a state of lethargy, very similar to human sleep. They live strictly solitary lives. In fact, it is practically unheard of for these creatures to appear in groups. Yet when they fear their territory is threatened, and it is enough for one to step foot in white's territory for it to feel threatened, whites transform into dangerous foes and even abandon their solitary ways to summon other monsters to their aid. I'm assuming we are going to have to fight it anyway. 80 experience.
That's it, Roach.
80 experience just for reading the bestiary. That's what I like to see. Oh, no, I'm messing up. All right, let's stay off the beaten path. So the white's lair is over here. Oh, Roberta Woods. Okay, we're in it now. Eyes peeled. Seems like it's pretty far into this place, though. I mean, people.
Just look.
Hold on, what you talking about? People are here, though, so it's not exactly a place like super
Not
drenched
so
in
fast,
danger.
artists. Never a good omen.
Spoons. All right, let's make a new save here. Oh, there's already something right there. Hey, I don't have my sword drawn. What is that? Oh, Bargus. Oh, this song, I haven't heard this before. Okay. I'll say the music is bumping for no reason. Hello. And now we have ghost dogs. Okay. Wolves. Nope. Dazed me. You see? Dude, the music in this game, in this area, dude, is so crazy, man. It's so good, man. Like, this is the type of music I was imagining was playing. Maybe I was a weird kid, but like when I would read comics and books and stuff like that, I would always try to imagine the music that's playing, you know? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I did that a lot. It's always crazy when like you do that kind of thing and then it kind of ends up being what you kind of thought it was. The only time that really happened to me was like when I would read the Kingdom Hearts comics as a kid before I knew there was a game series based off of, and I would imagine what kind of music would be playing, and in the end the music I imagined was kind of like what it ended up actually being. There's one song in particular that was basically it. I was just so baffled when I heard it.
Regis's raven wasn't lying. Spoons all over the place.
Yeah, don't go in with your sword drawn. For some reason I feel the need to make another save.
Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm, a message, trying to tell me something.
I think you're tripping, Geralt. I don't know if that's supposed to be obvious or detectable at all. But it does not feel detectable. Not feel detectable. Skirt. A lot of spoons. Maybe they'll like that I'm a spoon like person too. Dang. Need to shave the beard at some point.
I shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
Reflection?
Sounds like a curse, all right. Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around.
Soiled letter. Marlene, my dearest daughter, you've no idea the pain it causes a father to write these words. A father who must abandon his own child ceased to be a father, and his heart shall never know comfort. Sadly, as a result of what has happened, I have no other choice. We, along with the rest of the household, must abandon our estate. It is because that curse took you from us, leaving in your stead a mindless, bloodthirsty creature. We shall go north to Kovir, and if you ever read this letter, which could only mean that you have returned to human form, you are to look for us there. For my part, I can only promise each year I will send an envoy who will be tasked with checking in on you, seeing if you are alive, and if so, in what form. Faith that you will once again be my beloved Marlene gives me the strength to live on. Perhaps the curse will not last forever. Perhaps someone will come along you can lift this burden from you. Farewell, your loving father. That gives us some context. Let me look around again before going inside. This isn't the same one that he read, right?
None shall sit and dine.
Okay, never mind. I thought it was a... Oh, it's... Okay, yeah.
Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
They said she's a bloodthirsty creature, but like... Is that really the case? I assume so. Well... Didn't really see too much. Let's go in.
What a pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some wight saliva. Wight's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
Spoons. I too like spoons.
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. No spoon you have shall sate you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
Is it because like maybe spoons are tied to like the last meal they had as a family or something? Spoon key.
Sophisticated crafting. Tag bears a description. Wight's a true collector.
Wait. Where would that be? I assume quest items. Or wait, where did the note go? Spoon key note. This certifies the item up for auction. An antique spoon key forged at the Christofferson and Sons workshop in 1210 belongs to Smigol Circus, owner of the pheasantry. Well, we don't have time for that just yet. Probably should be better just to continue on with what we're doing. That's a treasure hunt, actually. Cool. Well, is Geralt about to go on his spoon arc?
Wight's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
Are these the people who've come and checked in on her?
Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense.
Decaying letter. Dear Master Levasseur, I know you track outlaws for pay. I have an unusual assignment for you. No doubt you wonder why I've drawn you out here and why we cannot meet in person. You see, in my present situation, any kind of meeting is very risky, not so much for me as for the person with whom I meet. For I am afflicted by a curse, or as I hope, and why I've turned to you. The side effects of medicine given to me some time ago by a herbalist. Soon after I visited this herbalist, she disappeared without a trace. I desperately wish to understand my illness, so I wish to hire you to find her. When you do, learn as much from her as you can about the medicine she gave me. If my suffering is a result of her wickedness, then make her provide an antidote. I assure you I have ample wealth and will reward you with no small part of it for your services. If it turns out my suffering is not the fault of the herbalist, please let her go. I will then have a very different task for you, because this shall mean I am afflicted by a terrible curse which only the gods can cure. I believe it was cast upon me by a certain beggar who came by the manor while I was hosting a soiree for a few friends. If you can find that vagrant, I will pay you double. Sadly, all I remember of him is that he sold mirrors. Was he a master of them, though? That's my question. I am aware that this is not much aid for your hunt, yet I trust in your considerable talents and wish you the best of luck. Marlene de Trastamara. So she is cognizant and stuff. So she just kind of goes crazy when she actually sees people.
Scratched into this wooden spoon. Romantic.
Yeah, guys, make sure you get your girl a spoon with her name on it. Oh. Wait, I feel like we didn't actually fully explore the top area. Yeah, there's over here we didn't look at. Oh, a journal? Zane diary. For a few days now, I have been having dizzy spells. I've never experienced anything like this before. If it carries on, although I can't stand witchcraft and sorcery, I'll have to visit a herbalist. The dizziness has not gone away. Worst of all, it has been joined by pain, so strong that at times I cannot see. I've been to the herbalist. A repulsive old crone looked at me like she had seen a monster. She gave me some cursed mixture that I have to drink twice a day. It's not helping at all. Today, like every day, I looked in the mirror and was at a loss for words. I usually check that I don't have any wrinkles or bags under my eyes, but today, there are no wrinkles, but I'd rather that there were. I have hair growing on my breasts. It's horrible. It's got to be because of those herbs. I went to the herbalist to smash her face in, but her chambers were empty. She must have known what would happen to me and legged it. My family's starting to suspect something. Although I'm cutting the hair back, which is growing back faster and faster. I've tried to put the idea out of my head, but I can't hold it back any longer. Maybe it wasn't the herbs that have led to this, but a curse placed upon me by an old beggar whom I had to chase off one time. I have to find out. I want to hire someone who can find the herbalist. I cannot think, and it is getting hard to write. Loneliness, no family. Eat, I want to eat, not a good spoon, empty spoons. Nothing. Eat, it hurts. Mirror, lies, no. Ah!
Poor girl. Realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant. Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship must have graced a rich man's table.
Yeah, because they only have the best spoons for the rich dudes. All these spoons. I wonder if I can sell all of these spoons and just like
Smash
be fun.
As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe?
Time to go downstairs. I assume she's still here.
Actually does seem like a wight's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here. Spoon, pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
There are a lot of spoons.
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Wight's obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred. Cauldron I was looking for. Wight's not particularly tidy. Table's set. Wight who lives here is getting ready for some sort of feast. Wight that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it. Spoon, pretty ordinary, maybe a little old.
Okay.
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
Maybe I shouldn't go down there yet. I don't know why. Something's telling me not to go down there yet. Let's make a save here.
Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. Regis needs some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron. Wight's obsessed. Real collector.
Bro, stop saying the same dialogue lines. Say something different. Hold up. What's this armor like? Mid. I guess I can always hide in the cupboard. Yeah. But I wonder what's downstairs. Meditate. Don't start snoring in there. Don't start snoring. Whew. Exaggerated movements. Dang. With all these big holes in that thing. How's she not see you? Lady, that's not how we stir. Oh. Try to lift the curse. Try to lift the curse. Try to lift the curse. That was probably a major decision.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Wanna help?
True.
I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it. tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest.
Interesting. That's really cool.
Just need a bit for Regis.
Oh, he got it. White brew.
Now we'll tend to you.
Let's eat using spoons. Let's eat not using spoons. Let's swap spoons. The curse exact wording.
To get this right, words of the curse were, none shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
Okay, hold up. Hold up. I need to hear that again.
Need to get this right. Words of the curse were,
None shall sit and dine with you at your table.
no spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
Okay. Realistically, you can see your reflection in a spoon, but you can also see your reflection in the soup you're eating. If I were to go like this, and I'm eating some clear looking soup or something, I'm gonna see my big old head in my bowl, you know? But it said no spoon you have shall sate you, you know? So if I were to swap spoons with her, would that do it? But if it said no spoon you have would sate you, would it not matter if she's using my spoon or her spoon? Hold up, I need to think about this. I need to think. No spoon you have shall sate you. Okay. I think I'm overthinking this. Swapping spoons doesn't matter. It can't matter because it says no spoon would sate you. So swapping spoons and using the spoons don't matter because she can't be sated with a spoon. So the first two options, it literally cannot be. But if you eat not using spoons with a willing participant, then that should lift the curse, right? I mean, again, you can still see the reflection, so I don't know about that part, but can you see your reflection in just every soup? Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, if I go and have a cream of chicken soup, I'm not seeing my reflection in that, you know? But again, I think I'm thinking too deep. I'm trying to get too technical with it when I feel like you're not supposed to get that deep with it. It has to be, let's eat not using spoons. Plus, if I get it wrong, I'm gonna reload anyway because I want to save this girl. So let's eat not using the spoons. Just go like, no.
We can't use spoons.
No spoons.
No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons.
Yeah, we need to go like that. Take that bowl and hit one of these. Don't flip the table, please. Oh, she's copying me. Oh, that's some gruel, baby.
Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness.
Did it work? Oh, okay, it did work. Oh, what is happening to Geralt, too? Did it work?
Worked. Just not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the wight. Won't
Yeah.
be hard to find given its stench.
Yeah, I need to see this through. I need to see this through. Here? She's going to the mirror, right? She's going to the mirror that's broken? No, never mind. That's what I thought she was gonna do. All right, she went over here. she's gonna try to look at her reflection in the water. She climbed over this. I'm gonna have to deal with them. I knew I was gonna have to fight these guys at some point. I was gonna fight them before I went inside, but dang, why is it so loud? So are we gonna see her as a normal girl again? How long has it been that this happened, though? Because she might be come back as an old woman, or she might come back as like a, you know, a young girl again. Because they didn't say how long this curse has gone on for. You know, it's been long enough for these journals to start falling apart. Okay. And she was booking it. Oh.
Shh, easy. Not gonna hurt you.
Eat. I must eat.
Yeah, she's old now.
I'll take you someplace safe.
I say, like, is she like dying of like old age or something? That kind of sucks that she didn't get to like. I assume it happened in her youth.
So I took her by the hand and led her here. Seemed the only sensible place for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly here. I'm deeply pleased, finally, to make your acquaintance, sir, though I do regret the specific circumstances. In all the commotion, I fear I neglected to introduce myself. I'm Barnabas Basil Folty, and by order of the Duchess, I am to serve as your major domo at Corvo Bianco.
Nice
yeah.
to meet you, Barnabas Basil. Love to talk more, but got urgent matters to attend to. While I'm gone, please make sure she gets everything she needs.
Don't worry, sir, I shall see to everything. She is safe here and in good hands. She'll soon be back on her feet.
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100 years when I found her.
Horrid. Whatever brought this about?
In a hurry, we'll talk about this later. She was cursed.
Told me her story on the way here. Her name's Marlene. She was once the very beautiful and proud heiress to the Trastamara estate. One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence and waited.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he depart hungry. To neglect the custom is to bring great misfortune down upon oneself.
Marlene didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feast to her dogs than to give the beggar anything. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again. Since she adored feasts, he swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her. And as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, he swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would sate her hunger.
A harsh punishment. I imagine lifting the curse was hardly simple.
Did some thinking, figured it out. Let me tell you the story.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is. Marlene had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a wight, she stole spoons and lured folk into her home, trying each time to get them to dine with her. Didn't work.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons, and make her look at her reflection.
That's it? That was all it required?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a wight, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company for a feast.
I imagine so. But, most importantly, it is now over. Please, don't worry. She will be in good hands here.
I hope so. This place, tell me more about it.
Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius of the Headsman, a truly colorful man of Kedweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cutpurse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards. He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired, he settled here and took to producing wine. Sadly, misfortune struck and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least someone could enjoy it.
That reminds me of there are, I know this is like elementary, but it was Mozart who went deaf, but he still continued making music anyway. You know, that's what I love, that kind of passion in a person, because no matter what life throws at you, even like the hardest of stuff, you know, like it just really shows how much, if you really have passion for something, you can find a way to make it work, no matter how difficult or what you have to go through to make it happen. I knew somebody who was who they lost the use of one of their hands, and in the end, though, they still ended up playing competitive like fighting games and stuff like that, because thankfully these days have really good accessibility options and stuff like that. And while it's not the same, you know, and it's going to take a long time to break old habits and use what's not there anymore, you know, you can make it work. You know, it's hard and you're going to want to give up, but dang it, man. It like when you really love something, like I mean, truly to your core, then you can overcome anything, man. I truly believe that. And I think that's wonderful.
The sort of man he was, Monsieur Bolius.
Show me around the vineyard. Sure.
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill.
We didn't get the chance to go and check it out yet, so.
Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Wonderful. I'd love to move you in out here.
Fast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew
Much
where she
better.
was going and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to major domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path.
So are these just like my workers, or people also just live here?
And what do you get for all that work? A crook in your back.
Single
What's
lady
so
keeps a
uneasy?
devil.
The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice.
Wonderful. Yeah, that is
Not the
nice.
most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But
She's
I
slipped
think
away.
it worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays.
I like this. I'm like, dude, this game is beautiful, man. It's nice just being able to see it, dude. I really hope you'll get to see like Yen and Siri. I want to move my family out here.
This part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now either.
If they would just take to work as they take to dance and drink.
I feel like this is even more like beautiful to take in when you know your family is there to, you know, becomes more beautiful with them there.
Vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
Yes, you do. As somebody who is not a drinker, I see there are many ways to profit from it.
A witch fella.
Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled
Wine is
with
better
wine.
than stew.
Bruh.
A tale about a guest attending a Bolius school for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda.
That's a nice end for him. This is so nice. Just look, bro. Look at this. Look at this. This is why green is probably the best color, because nothing brings the world to life like the color green. And you could argue blue does the same thing, you know. So I do have the same sentiment about blue, like specific shades of it. But nothing brings the world to life like green, man. Such an underrated color. I know people try to hate on green and stuff these days, man. I keep talking about this in all my playthroughs.
Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation.
Sounds like we can get to do that. I'm down. I'm down, man. Let's do that. The slow life. Again, remember at the end of The Witcher 3, I said that's what I want for Geralt.
Delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
I want Geralt to have the slow life, man. I want him to be able to retire being a Witcher, and he could just live with his family, man. And just enjoy the slow walks, you know, waking up at freaking noon, you know, just touring the vineyard and stuff like that, you know, slowly drinking, even if it's only 2 p.m., you know.
I've a daughter, you know. She's fit to wed. Oh, so fit.
That was
The
weird.
Dutch is small, but do you know any who's not heard of our wines?
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
You're right. Yeah, get a little bit of work going and stuff, and yeah, it would be pretty good. And Roach is right there. Hope you don't mind, Roach. There's plenty of room for you to walk around and stuff, though.
The days pass. The pile of work remains the same.
The cellars, voila. During Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which...
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
Diddly snaps. My back aches something horrid.
Sorry about that. This is nice, you know? I know this is probably a part of the video of people with like skin pass and stuff like that because it's just slow.
As you
But
can
like,
see,
man,
the
it's nice getting to see
facade
my new residence, you know?
slightly stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
Yeah. Hey, that's a nice little project you can get. Oh, you can actually store some stuff. Hold up. I kind of want to go inside real quick.
And welcome inside. On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corvo Bianco is a beautiful estate. Though one must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling.
Good. I will go and sell all of my weapons in my storage and freaking put it there.
Mentioned the place could stand to be spruced up.
How much?
Decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like to begin this rejuvenation.
Let's do some work on the house.
Been thinking about the outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompelli's summer residence. The effects were simply breathtaking.
Take you up on that.
Not only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
5,000. That's basically all my money. Let's freaking do it, baby. Let's go.
Hands then. Make the place shine.
I shall get to work immediately. Within a day's passing, I shall have sent for the crew which rebuffed the Admiral's residence. They are the finest specialists around. Highly skilled at what they do, it shall not take them too long, I wager. 2 days after they begin, your eyes will behold your residence in its refurbished, rejuvenated, beautified state. Is there anything else you require, sir?
That's it.
That's all for now, BB. Thanks.
What's up, BB? How much money do I have? I have 1,000. Okay, that's not bad. I thought I was gonna have much less, but again, I have so much in my stuff. Oh, you can display stuff. Raw, dude. Oh man, hold on. Love that. Love that. Okay, so put this here. I guess I'll put that there. An ornate. Yeah, man. Like that.
I thank you. So tasty. Oh, so good.
No problem. Oh, Portrait of Iris and Olgierd. That's a slightly strange painting to put in my house, but the slightly strange. Weapon rack. Oh, man. I'm going to put this here. Hey, she eating. She eating. She is grubbing, bro. Oh. Oh, is this where I'm putting all of my stuff canonically? Am I canonically putting all of my notes and stuff that I find here? Bro, I'm gonna need more shelves than this, bro. How much stuff I put up? Nothing in my inventory can be put here. Oh yeah. Place a trophy here. No trophy? I don't have any trophies. Wait, what is that symbol that I have on me? Is it because I'm in my house? Okay, I still need to get more ability points. So I'm gonna hold on to this for now. Bro, look at my freaking stash, bro. Oh my gosh. And, dude, I'll be so freaking rich if I if I put this stuff dude, 1,400 for that one thing, dude. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be so freaking rich when I go by and do this. I'll definitely do that off video just because that would take freaking forever, you know. But I'm also gonna drop most of this stuff. They all are like a pound. Oh crap. No. No. Why do you keep going over to that side? Go down. Okay, get that one. Yeah, there's no more roach stuff. I don't think I have much else I can put in there. Actually, please don't tell me these things weigh. They do actually weigh something. You actually can get some good stuff. I will keep it though. I'll keep it though, just because I'll probably just sell some of that stuff though. Just to get a little bit more change in my pocket. I can't, wait, I can't sleep. Can I sleep here? You are waiting your bed to be replaced. You cannot use it now. Ah, yes, because we're going to do some renovations. It was a general renovation, so I assume the inside's going to look less abandoned, neglected. Oh, man, this is my estate, man. I know we haven't done much story this episode, you know, but man.
I've a daughter, you know.
Hello.
She's fit to wed. Oh, so fit.
That's not a normal thing to say. Ooh, but you can get some good wine and stuff here. It is blood and wine, so it makes sense. Well, as much as I'm enjoying this, I should probably get back on track. Let's see here. Oh, that's actually part of, okay, this is a secondary quest. Wait 3 days. I mean, I guess we can meditate for those 3 days, you know, like why not? They're actually working on it. See? That's actually pretty cool. Those guys were not there before.
My backache, something horrid.
That's pretty cool. I just waited like 24 hours. Wait 3 days. Okay. Now we'll wait again. Go all the way. Actually, I can just do that. Let's go. Okay, I think it's because I technically didn't wait the full time. I'm because I was going by an hour less each time. Yeah, there we go. Okay, boom, it's finished. Yeah, okay, it's looking good. I love the little artwork there, man.
Head to the pheasantry. They'll put some meat on you.
Oh, man. Dude, and this is Geralt's place now? Dude, where's Marlene? I wonder where she's at. She's still eating? She is still grubbing.
Tasty. So wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, she's just part of the family now. Major Domo.
A pleasure to welcome you once again to the as yet humble confines of Corvo Bianco. When last we met, I did not get the opportunity to present my credentials. With your permission, I shall do so now. I previously served with distinction at the Nibli family manor and in Nazaire with Admiral Rompali, who, as you are certain to know, is an extraordinary, demanding gentleman.
Whoa, Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the first real property I've ever owned.
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me. I shall organize, see to everything, and whip the house into order. I dare say this place will soon be the most prosperous vineyard around.
Great. Can already see I'm in good hands.
I can see it too. Ever play Gwent?
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And it's looking beautiful. I already put all my stuff away, but I'll definitely... Sorry. I'm sorry. All right. Oh, dude, like we really got the table right here, bro. How did I not see that when I walked in? I don't know how I missed that, but oh man, the room actually doesn't look that different. Oh, bed level noble, duration 60 minutes, maximum vitality increased by 500 points. Library, duration 60 minutes. That's the symbol we had before. 5% bonus to experience gained during combat. So the more we level up the house, the more, or the property, the more benefits we get. Next is alchemy laboratory. Bombs and potions gain additional charge. Stables, Roach's stamina is increased by 100%. All right. Well, We're already almost level 41. Good googly loop, man. Dang.
Our knight's errant.
I kind of didn't want to do the house first. I wanted to their stuff to be all fine and stuff. But the Hunger Game. Visit Corvo Bianco and see how Marlene... Okay, well now I have to go and check her. Now I have to go check on her. Marlena, are you okay? Oh, you're a maid now? Oh, no, you're not.
I do not know how I will ever repay you, Witcher.
Don't expect to be paid. Hope you're feeling better, that's all.
Oh, yes, I feel my strength returning thanks chiefly to Barnabas Basil's care.
Horrible ordeal you endured. Glad I cut it short.
Yes, years of suffering. Do you know what was worse than the hunger? Watching my loved ones, my children grow old and die. All my family's long gone now. The last of my kin perished decades past. I fear I've nowhere to go.
Go to town, start a new life. You can stay here. I would think she can stay here. I mean, she's a little ghastly, but why would I go and kick this old woman out who has nothing to her name, you know, when she can just live here? You know, I mean, as far as I'm aware, she might actually still have money, but like, I'm not gonna kick her out. I don't think I'd want to kick her out.
This is a big house, big estate. You can stay here.
Truly? I could never infringe so on your hospitality. Yet,
Yeah.
after all I've suffered, the years of starvation, I've but one dream. At last to prepare food that fortifies, nourishes, to delight in the tastes and smells of spices, to sit at one table with others and eat.
Don't see a problem if that's your dream. You could help Barnabas Basil in the kitchen. Eating his meals. You know he's not a culinary virtuoso.
Nothing could make me happier. Thank you.
No, thank you. House could use a woman's touch.
I've one other thing I'd like to tell you. Many years ago, my father assembled valuables for my dowry. I never wed, so they remained unclaimed. These baubles are no use to me now, but to you, well, perhaps let them be a token of my gratitude. If you wish to find them, you must go to my old home, to Trastamara. The dowry lies hidden in a barrel in the cellar. There are several barrels. You must give each a knock until you find the right one.
Do just that. Thanks.
Okay. I'm curious though, at what age she had turned this, because she was still old enough to be hosting parties and stuff like that for people. But she also, and she said she never wed, but she did have children. So like, she was already a mother of her own in her own right before she became the wight. So that like, because again, we knew she still lived with family and stuff, but based off the diary entries and stuff like that, it made it seem like she was younger than I originally thought. But yeah, that's just what I thought.
I'd never expect someone with your past to feel drawn to the kitchen.
Do you fear I will cook in your home as I brewed as a wight?
Counting on you having slightly better taste as a human.
Of that, you can be sure. I loved cooking, even as a child. My gran was a true master in the kitchen. Her spit-roasted ox was famed throughout the land.
Thought you were a lady, owned an estate.
Do you mean to say a woman of my rank should have had a cook? You're right, of course. And I had the best of cooks. But I devised the dishes myself. They only prepared them.
Not lonely, don't miss the company of others.
Sure you don't feel lonely out here?
I cannot say yet. Too little time has passed since you freed me of my thrall, but somehow, for now at least, I do not feel drawn to the city, to others.
Visited others' homes as a wight.
Yes, but ever at night, when all were asleep, I went in search of spoons.
Remember, you can always change your mind. Decide you've lived here long enough, just say the word.
I'd never wish to seem ungrateful.
And
It
I
wouldn't
never
be.
want you to stay against your will.
Have a good one.
See you later.
Take care, Witcher. And remember, you always have warm food awaiting your return.
Bro, that's all I want in life. Is this strange that I feel this way? But like, he works and stuff like that. But now that he owns this place with people and staff on a payroll that isn't coming out of his pocket, he can retire, not have to work a day in his life ever again. That's all I want. I don't mind working, you know, but like when the house and the estate is like mine, that's all I care about. That's everything I'm working toward, you know? Maybe it's just like not common for younger people now, but like I want somewhere generational, if that makes sense. I want somewhere like, yeah, it works for me, but I want it to work for people, my family after I'm gone, you know? Like I'd love for my kids to like inherit the estate, you know, or my grandkids. That kind of thing is something I'd really appreciate.
Of wine, my wife won't know they're mine.
I don't know, man. That's what I think. I don't know. But we're gonna go and get the Tastamara stuff now. Let's go ahead and the hunting cottage. So we actually wanted to go down here originally, but we didn't end up doing it because I thought I would miss something. But turns out we probably have to come down here again anyway. So something's down here though. Curses that chains a fellow into a monstrous creature have existed since the dawn of time. They have a variety of origins and variety of effects. It normally happens that a mage or sorceress casts a curse and the spell changes the subject. It doesn't always happen straight away. Sometimes the person who has been cursed changes slowly bit by bit. It also happens that a normal fellow can cast a curse. Someone whose conscience is clear and who has done good in their life. Such a person can acquire power, and thus the aggrieved can place a curse on the evildoer. Such curses are strong and cannot be removed easily. Thus, everything by which human suffering is atoned is long-lasting and painful. More spoons for me to sell. Look at this. In the next video, I'm gonna be a rich man. Hopefully, I get more than like 5K. I'd like to have like 10K by the end. Based on what I have, I'll probably have that much. Yeah, because like I've been keeping track of like the stuff I put on there, and a lot of it's worth thousands. You know, there are some items that are worth like 15, 1600 like on its own. So like, all right.
Nothing interesting here. Full.
Okay. But just keep knocking on them until you find the right one.
This one's full too. Nothing interesting here.
There seems to be, how many more? 4? Oh, 6.
Full.
I figure it's gonna be like on the next one, like on that section right there.
Too.
It won't be at the end, it'll be at close to the end. Betting.
Nothing interesting here. Full.
Dang, okay, maybe it is just on the last one.
Strange.
Gold stick of joy, 400 crowns.
That's awful pretty. It'll look great in the house.
Oh, that's a trophy. Nice. Key required. She didn't give me no key. Maybe she'll want to take care of this estate herself again, you know? Like right now she wants to live at our house, but like she can always just like get through that and fix up this place. I'm glad the hypothesis was right, because like I started wondering, has it been this long? But then again, this place is too run down. This place is too run down for it to not like. This place is too run down for this place to not be like it have been a long time. I didn't realize at first that she was abducting the people to sit at the table with them. I did not realize that at first. I thought those are the people that her father had sent to go check up on her. I don't know. That was a neat little story though. Completely, like, I mean, like, okay, it wasn't optional to where you had to encounter her, but it's cool that the story can continue on past the initial encounter if you so chose it to. I think that's really cool. I like that a lot. I think that's really cool. I'm thinking of making the next episode not Neverending Contracts 2, but I also want to do some of the secondary quests and stuff. Just some of them, not like everything, but like I'd like to do like maybe these two, that one, maybe see what the Wine Wars one is about. Maybe everything besides the Gwent one. We'll see. And there's some contracts to do. I also, if I do a contract, even if it's just one, I wouldn't mind doing that one. But I do want to take an episode to do some of the side stuff. I don't know if it'll be the next episode, but I think it would be cool to do it. Hello, Regis. Did we actually come inside here? I don't remember actually going this deep. My brain is not braining at the moment. Hello? Let me, hello? Did I run past him, by the way? Is that what happened?
Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from the hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Spying on me. Helpful creatures, ravens.
Pretty helpful creatures. Calling them often?
I try not to overdo it, but they can be so useful, as they were now, when I merely needed to be sure I could arrive in time should things go sour.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of your blood?
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief, madness, rabidity. And that stands to be very, very dangerous.
Dangerous for who? Who do you think?
Dangerous? Why? I mean, you'll still be you, right?
True, but I should be highly agitated, in a state of fury. You know better than I that fury cannot be controlled. If you've ever seen an enraged vampire, you know very well that all who find themselves nearby will be in grave danger.
How will we handle that? I'd rather not have you lunge at me, claws extended.
That makes two of us. But worry not. I've thought it through very thoroughly. Details to follow soon.
How do you plan to induce this state?
All right, so what do you want to do?
We shall visit Tesha Mutna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. You will lure beasts there. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me mad. Wild.
This place, Tesha Mutna. Tell me more.
Tesha Mutna. What's it like?
It is a place of torment. A torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, One among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us, seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Tesha Mutna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
Let's go.
See no reason to dawdle. Tesha Mutna, take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sancurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. 1 drop of blood shall smell like a gallant to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. But you must remain calm. I had no choice. As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Tesha Mutna. My head's spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
And you're starting to scare me.
Tesha Mutna. Man. Did I just see them teleport in?
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
Sure you want this?
Sure you know what you're doing?
I can only hope I do. Please, let's go. The longer we delay, the less control I shall have of my faculties. I'd really prefer not to hurt you.
I kind of feel bad for him a little bit. I mean, we got to do what we got to do here, though, you know? Kind of do what we got to do here.
You lead.
Someone's dead there. Who is that?
Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger. Beyond this wall lies
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
I would like to know how long Regis has been a vampire, though.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once, Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
Human husbandry and care? This for real?
The author observed humans, their behavior, over the many years he spent breeding them. Morally suspect though it may be, it's a thorough survey of the topic.
The most important aspect of raising human livestock is to provide the herd with conditions that on the one hand guarantee their survival, but on the other hand do not extend too far beyond the minimum needed for that survival. It should be borne in mind that people are creatures bestowed with great intelligence, or rather cunning and instincts that allow them to gain as much as possible from their environment. In terms of husbandry, this means humans will always try to obtain more than we give them. It is recommended, therefore, to provide each individual with a place to sleep, a meal twice a day, and permanent access to water. These conditions, which might seem overly luxurious to some, ensure that the optimal production of high-quality hemoglobin, which details on diet in later chapters, also is essential is to access air, without which humans die within minutes. There is no need to be concerned about the ability for human livestock to multiply in the conditions described above. If they are ensured a minimum existence and male and females are mixed, they will copulate irrespective of whether they are in captivity or not. Champion of Tesha Mutna, I am he who serves the tribe. Exalted above men, I renounce human weakness. Uplifted above men, I become keeper of my flock. Filled with strength, I turn my sword against the enemies of the tribe. I am master and slave. I am executor of the will of the tribe. I accept this sword and this armor so I may serve the tribe.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. A great many beings have breathed their last here. It's not far now, Geralt.
Whoa, this armor is worth a lot. 3,000. It's worth a lot. This is the bludgeoning, bleeding. This is some good armor, though. I definitely wouldn't prefer heavy armor, though. It also doesn't look as good. Oh, wait, we got red armor dye. I just realized. Yeah. Wait, did I use it? Did I use it? Okay, there it goes. Now it's updated. Cool. And I can also use something else like on a different part of the body and stuff too. Like I could. No. 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 I forgot it can even go on the boots too. No. No. But for now, that's some good stuff. Actually, let me... Ray doesn't look bad on that. Let's stick with what we got. I probably should use some black dye on like the boots. These boots is made for walking after all. Finally got my red dye that I wanted.
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, well, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here to remind us all where we came from.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Tedet, those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
Seems your kind assembled a peculiar little library.
In recent decades, many of us have come to believe that a much more effective way of obtaining good quality human blood than hunting individuals is their systematic controlled husbandry. Apart from the obvious advantages such as being able to control what the flock eats and the ability to crossbreed specific individuals to obtain offspring with the best hemoglobin, another clear advantage to breeding human flocks is that domesticated humans held in confinement as opposed to those in their natural habitat, villages and towns, become less aggressive and therefore less troublesome. When it comes to farming humans, there are various schools of which two seem to have gained the widest acceptance in recent times, namely battery cage and free range husbandry. These theses describes and details the advantages and disadvantages as well as the methods of carrying out each type of breeding. As an introduction, it is worth mentioning the basic differences between both types. Battery cage human husbandry okay, that's weird. Battery cage human husbandry, described very accurately and in detail in the book Human Husbandry, is the placing of several male and female individuals in a closed, restricted space with permanent access to air, food, and water. This form of breeding differs from free range in that the flock is not permitted to leave the breeding area and is held captive the entirety of their lives. Free range, on the other hand, involves leaving the flock in its natural habitat or creating a habitat that simulates it closely, creating villages, more on which can be found in the chapter Human Villages, establishing a growing herd, and then making the herd psychologically or physically dependent on its owner. The most effective method of making a human individual dependent on is guaranteeing its safety and permanent access to high quality feed. It's worth adding that a human that trusts its owner does not feel fear and does not defend itself when having its blood drunk, which limits the production of non-adrenaline and cortisol, which have a negative impact on the taste of the blood. Furthermore, it may happen that a domesticated free-range human may feel a certain pleasure when its owner drinks his blood, most likely associated with sexual tension, then causes intensification in the blood's flavor.
Indeed, though I personally did not lay a hand to it.
The Drakenborg Redemption. I guess I got that was a mission for me to read all of those books. The messed up stuff, man. I kind of want to look at we got a mask, right? Wait, what happened to the mask? Would it be like here? That's a quest item? Oh, killing opponents restores vitality. The amount of vitality restored equals 1% of the maximum vitality. Oh. Okay. I guess we're using that for a bit. Wait. For this steel sword, it is weaker than what I have, but it is better in a bunch of different ways. Yeah. If I was able to put these runes in there, then yeah, I'd have to destroy it, but at least the iris has another ability though. You gotta be careful though, because you're gonna take some HP away doing that ability of it, so gotta be careful. So I only need to get 6 kills with this mask on, it says. Oh no, it's relic 1 out of 6. Okay. Amount of vitality, okay. So each part of the set that it's on. So this actually part of this as well. Yeah, so these are other parts of the set. But that's pretty crazy though. So even though it's heavy armor, you still get the killing opponents restores vitality. Works mostly in a group setting though. I really don't want to wear that stupid mask though. I don't want to wear that stupid mask. I wish I could hide it. I could have it on and keep its benefit. I'm actually going to take it off. Mostly because I don't want to do that next scene, this upcoming scene with not even able to see Geralt's face.
Cells. Who for?
Ah, disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from our history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's all right with you.
Surprising that they had that. Notes of a Tesha Mutna prisoner. I found a piece of parchment that fell from the pocket of one of the monsters. I also have a lump of coal. I could write this in my own blood, but I have hardly any left. I'm cold. Every 3rd day they come and open my veins, after which I cannot move. I can't go on much longer. From the next cage I hear the howls of terrified people. If I had the strength, I would smash my head against the bars. I hope it won't go on much longer. Alois from the cage next to me died yesterday. They drank him to death. I think that's a typo. They drank him to death. This must have irritated them because I heard them arguing in their strange language. They brought new people this morning. You could say that a supply of fresh blood arrived. They have no idea what they are in for. My only comfort is that I know already, and I won't have to live through the terror that I felt the first time they came for me. I have no idea what they wanted until they pulled out their shiny instrument. I have never seen such a beautiful metal, my blood glistening a purple silvery color in those instruments. Things was messed up in here, man. Transcript of conversation with a lower being. Transcript of conversation between Master Isahil Hildegard and a human being. Who are you? My name is Alex Biscont. Why is your skin trembling? I'm scared, sir. You're scared? I don't understand. You don't know what fear is, sir? No, I have mastered your language, yet some concepts are beyond me. What is fear? It is a feeling that destroys every other feeling. It controls your head and your heart. What do you mean? I thought it was a kind of pain. I've carried out tests in my laboratory on people and I discovered that a mother subject to appropriate stimuli is able to forget about her child and think only about how to avoid pain. So fear would be similar to pain? No, pain rules the body, but fear is born in the heart. Oh yes, what you say is very interesting. I think I will have to examine your heart in the laboratory. What do you mean examine? I mean examine. Take it out and subject it to a proper examination. But sir, that would kill me. Yes, your mortality is a great inconvenience, but it was not me who created your species, and I'm not responsible for its excessive frailty. The conversation was carried out in human language, and in such it was written down. A transcript does not need translating. There's the gauntlets. I had a feeling that would start the next thing.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock. Live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time. Deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it. Ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then.
Okay.
Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, send shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
Why can't I place the thing? Let me go to a different one then. You can place one there. Dude, why can't I not place it? I just at the wrong spot? Oh, I think I saw. There you go.
3 done. 1 left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. The meat stench is so thick, I wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
Why can't I? Oh, there, I saw it. There we go. Yeah, put on the cat because I have a feeling we're about to need it. Save.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do.
What about the chaining?
We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent. Also, my head started spinning.
That the blood?
There you go.
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please, Geralt. You won't be able to. We must forge through this, that is all.
What? Why can't I hit him, dude? Dude, these areas are kind of jank, man. I can't hit them. But they can hit me. I need them to come out of these areas. It sucks because they're mostly able to hurt me.
Regis has smelled the blood.
Hey, one that actually came out of the spot. Whoa. No, I was too close. Dude, that's not fair, bro. I lost so much damage from freaking not being able to hit them. I don't know what the freak was going on there. Dumb. All right, Regis, let's put that up top.
Bait set. What now?
All right.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
Hey, look, he's not stuck.
Would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please.
Ooh, those spikes.
You won't be able.
Regis has smelled the blood.
You're stuck. You're stuck. I'm not gonna fool with the stuck ones so far, right for now. What just happened to me? Nope. That smell.
Hanging in there.
It grows. Worse. I shall overcome.
Good. Because I can hear more coming.
Come on. Just ghouls. And the rot fiend. I don't think I actually have to beat them all as long as the gauge goes up. Bro, dudes are just getting stuck inside there, bro, because they keep spawning. See you. A lot of dudes. Ow.
Not good.
Toxicity getting kind of high. Dang, good thing I had that on. That definitely would have been the end of me. Hey, let's hit this now. Now that I know I don't have to switch it out. Let's go and some of that real quick. Okay, should be good. Unless he needs me to get one more. I thought is it not good? That's exactly what I wanted.
Hold on, I'll let you out.
Okay, isn't he still crazy though? Got it. He got the blood.
Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother you anymore.
I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't want to be that close.
Get you out of here.
The concoction.
I'm surprised he didn't take a little bite.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you.
Please tell me we finished it already.
Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
What happened back then?
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
We need not discuss it.
But we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture...
What would you have done?
Found Detloff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No, because I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you, the pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Detloff. If I had to do it again, I would in a heartbeat.
I finished your brew.
Resonance. It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
I feel like I've been so immersed I haven't even been commentating. I'm sorry. Like, what the freak?
Excuse me. I shall only
Bro,
take
what?
a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting.
Sir,
The council.
you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Ah, fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
Cannot.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Detlav?
What's wrong with him? What was that? What'd that note say?
And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh? But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates.
Forgive me.
What?
Why did he do that? Did he need to? Yeah, they were cool though. I can't tell what's happening to him. Maybe I missed something, but is he just? I don't want to say like he was possessed or something, but it was like he couldn't control himself. I thought because of like who was being targeted, there was a reason behind he targeting these people, but I thought he would explain it to the person, like argue with them.
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Dettlaff had made friends with him. Still killed him, and chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse. Cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Dettlaff I know. See anything else?
So the moment when Dettlaff and Delacroix
Saw a moment. Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Dettlaff. Guess it could have been the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Clearly the situation provoked such emotions in Dettlaff. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix. Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
Vision began and ended with a boot black.
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack stand. Dettlaff first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the Port District. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Dettlaff.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with.
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
Rest easy, homie. $800 XP. Dang. So like he obviously cared about him, so I'm like I'm curious as to what would be the cause of that. Oh, we have 2 points now, actually. Awesome. Sword attacks deal 25% more damage to human opponents, immune to counterattacks and monsters. In all other cases, if the attacker's vitality is less than 25%, counterattack immediately triggers finishing a finisher. Each time you're injured in melee combat, the attacking opponent receives damage in the amount of 3% damage for every point of your toxicity level. Currently 3% to a maximum of 300%. Signs can deal critical hits. Okay, yeah, I do remember this one. I think I might actually wait to have another greater mutagen. Can I actually make another greater right now? No, does not seem to be the case. I'm not in a rush though. I'm not in a rush. I don't know what the freak that sound was supposed to be just then. Okay. Well, okay. I think I'm going to end things here. It's funny, we're ending exactly where we ended yesterday or last video. That's funny. I might do a bunch of side stuff and make that whole episode a side stuff episode next time. I might not, so don't be surprised if I don't and continue the story, because the story is hecka interesting right now. I kind of want to continue this vampire endeavor. Who would have known they would have went with the story of vampires for this experience? I had no idea to expect vampires as like the main narrative thing. I didn't think that. I didn't see that coming. You know what? Maybe I'll actually teleport to where we need to go and end off with some different visuals. We're the Beauclair port. So now we gotta find the boot cleaner dude. All right. Well, that's where we're gonna end things here. I can hardly tell that my outfit is red. I'm also colorblind, so maybe that has something to do with it. I can see it slightly. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video and you haven't already, hit the like button for your boy and leave a comment for the algorithm. You have no idea how much that really helps me out. And of course, if you would like to be notified for when more of Witcher 3 comes out, all you have to do is subscribe. It's free and you can always change your mind later. Of course, if you would like to see these videos as soon as I'm done recording, I'm talking frame one, unedited, uncut, uncensored, all that good stuff, then your best bet is to check out the Patreon link in the description box below. It's not much, but with enough support, I can do this full time. And you guys seem to really enjoy seeing videos early. So I believe we'll be like 3 episodes early before these episodes are even out, because at the time of recording this, none of Blood and Wine is even out on YouTube. So you guys have got to experience this for a little bit. But if you guys are watching on YouTube, thanks so much. And patrons, members, I hope you enjoyed the early access. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is KingdomAce. Remember everyone to play some games, have some fun, and enjoy your day today.